Hello viewers, you're welcome to IDC Learning Center YouTube channel. My name is Marco Kafo. For those of you preparing for Loyola, Jesuit, College Entrance Examination or Jesuit Memorial, Gonzaga, St. Augustine, St. Francis or any Catholic high school entrance examination, this video is for you. I want you to pay attention as we get started. Question 1 says, the sum of three consecutive even numbers is 108. What is the largest number? Whenever they ask you to find consecutive numbers, work with any letter of your choice. I would like to work with letter N. So I'll let the first even integer be N. Since it's even, I'll move in 2, 4, 6, 8. etc. Since we are talking about even integers here. So if the first even integer, I said let it be n, then let the other be plus, since I said sum, and we are looking at consecutive. So I'll have n plus 2, the next will be n plus 4, the next will be n plus 6. But since you are looking at 3, I'll stop here. Let this be the first, the second, and the third. So the sum of three of them will give me 108. Let's sum up the letters n plus n plus n. We have three n's here. It will give me 3n plus 2 plus 4 equal to 108. So 3n plus 6 will give me 108. At this point, collect like terms. Move plus 6 to the right hand side. So we have 3n equal to 108 minus 6, which will give me 102. Divide both sides by 3. 3 here 1, 3 here 1, 3 here 1, 3 into 10 is 3, remainder 1. 3 into 12 is 4. So n is 34. But the question says we should find the largest number, and the largest is the third, which is n plus 4. So my final answer will be this n plus 4, which will give me 38. So the right answer is D. Question 2. Let's convert 11100 base 2 to a number in base 5. Now, the first thing we need to do is to convert this from base 2 to base 10. To do that, let's order this. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 1 times 2. Since you are working on base 2, raised to power 4 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 0. So 1 times 2 raised to power 4 means 1 times multiply 2 by itself in 4 places. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 plus. The next, 1 times 2 raised to power 3, you multiply 2 by itself in 3 places. And for this, 1 times, you multiply 2 by itself in 2 places. Plus, we have 0 times 2. Well, I'm not going to include this, alright, since whatever you multiply by 0 will give you 0, which is nothing. So if you multiply everything here, 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8 times 2, it will give us 16, plus everything here will give us 8, and 1 times 2 times 2 will give us 4. So basically our answer is going to be 28 now in base 10. Since I've converted to base 10, the next thing we need to do is now to change from base 10 to base 5. To do that, we'll divide 28 by 5. 28 divided by 5 is 5, which is 25, remainder 3. 5 divided by 5 is 1, remainder nothing, 0. Then 5 divided by 1 is 0, remainder 1. We count from down up. So this will give me 103 now in base 5. So the correct answer is A. Question 3. 10,000 is saved at compound interest of 11% per annum. The interest after 2 years is what? Now, compound interest, the formula is principal bracket 1 plus the rate percent bracket the number of years minus the principal. So this will give me the principal. Oh, hold on. Let me write the value. The value of the principal is 10,000 bracket 1 plus the rate, which is 11 over 100, and the number of years is 2 years minus the principal, which is 10,000. Okay, so this is same thing as 10,000 times 1 plus 11 over 100. Everything in this bracket will give me 111 over 100. Now the LCM is 100. If you solve this as a fraction, you get 111 over 100. Then the power is 2. It means multiply it by itself. Alright? So everything in the bracket will give me this. I am multiplying it by itself because of these 2. Okay, so now 111 over 100 times 111 over 100 will give me 12321 over 10,000. You can pause and confirm what I've done. Minus the last 10,000. Okay, so this 10,000, we cancel this 10,000. 12321 minus 10,000 will give me my answer, which is 2321 naira. Okay, and the right answer is E. Question 4. What is the length of the diagonal of a square with sides 4 centimeters? Okay, if this is a square, please pardon my sketch. Now this is the diagonal. Since all the sides in a square are the same, if this side is 4 centimeters, it means other sides must be 4 centimeters as well. This is 4 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. But I'm interested in the diagonal. What is the length of the diagonal? So the diagonal and this side has given me a right angle. So I can get the value of the diagonal using Pythagoras theorem. This is the hypotenuse, let it be C. So C square equal to A square plus B square. C square, the diagonal, equal to this side, which is A, is 4 square plus the base, which is B, 4 square. So C square equal to 4 square, which means 4 times 4 is 16, plus this other 4 square, which is 16. So C square will give me 16 times 16 plus 16, is 32. Then we square both sides. The diagonal represented by C becomes, this square cancels the square root. So C is, let's express this so we can get a perfect square. Now 16 times 2 will give me back this 32, isn't it? So 16 is a perfect square. The square root affects both of them. So my final answer will be the square root of 16 is 4, but root 2 is not a perfect square. So it's 4 root 2. So the answer is C. Question 5. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 20 right angles. How many sides does a polygon have? Let me divide my board into 2 parts. You know that the sum of the interior angles of a polygon is bracket n minus 2 bracket 180. This is the formula we use to solve it. But in the question, it says the sum of these interior angles is 20 right angles. So this sum is equal to 20 right angles. One right angle is 90, isn't it? So 20 right angle will be 2 times 9, 18, 0, 0. Okay, 1800. So bracket n minus 2 bracket 180 is equal to this 20 right angles, which is 1800. You are interested to get the value of n, which is the number of sides. So let's break the bracket by using 180 to multiply each of the term inside the bracket. 180 times n will give me 180n minus 180 times 2 is 360, equal to 1800. Collect like terms, move minus 360 to the right, okay? So 180 will be at the left alone. But we then have 1800 plus 360. Let's see what it will give us. 1800 plus 360. So this is 0, this is 6, this is 11. 1, put 1 here, this is 2. So 180 n equal to 2160. I'll divide both sides by 180. 180 cancels 180. Number of sides, 0 cancels 0. 216 divided by 18. That will give us 12. So the right answer is A. Question 6. A contractor estimates that to complete a job in 40 days, 42 men must work 8 hours a day. If he has to complete the job in 48 days employing only 28 men, how long must the men work each day? This is compound proportion. So we have days, the men, column for men, and then hours. So 40 days goes with 42 men and 8 hours, isn't it? Good. Now, if you have to complete the job in 48 days, 48 days, 28 men, right? How long is what we do not know. If you want to solve compound proportion, compare known columns with the unknown. So I'm going to compare the days and the hours first. Take note of that. A 40 days job take 8 hours to complete. 48 days job, the question is, will it take more hours or less hours? It will definitely take more hours because the days are more. If more, no, hold on. It will take less hours because the days are more now. So instead of spending 8 hours, you can spend lesser hours and still be able to complete it because the days are more. So since it's going to take less hours because the days are more, if less, more under, the more is 48. Comparing these, the more is 48, it will be the denominator. 40 is the less, it will be the numerator. Times, compare the men and the hours. 42 men, it took them 8 hours to do this job. If the men are reduced to 28, it will take them more hours because they are fewer. If more, less under. Now the less, which is 28, will be in the under, and 48 will be on top, times time, which is 8 hours. Right? So 8 here 1, 8 into 48 is 6. 6 here 1, 6 into 42 is 7. 7 here 1, 7 to 28 is 4. 4 will go into 40 10 times. So my answer will be 10 hours. And the right answer is C. Question 7. A used car dealer reduced the price of all the cars in his lot by $300. If a car was originally priced at $1,195, what percent to the nearest tenth is the markdown of the sale price? This is easy. Just know that this markdown is another synonym for discount or the reduction made. 300 was reduced, so the markdown of the sale price will simply be $300, which was reduced out of how much? $1,195 as given in the question, times 100%. So 300 times 100 will give us 330,000 over 1195. Since dollar sign, we cancel dollar sign. If you gently divide through, it will give you 25.5 1% as your answer, which is B. Question 8. After I have been allowed discount of 6% on the price of a radio set, I paid 329 naira for it. What was the original price of the radio set? I want you to know that the original price or original amount is always 100%. So let the original amount be 100%. Out of this 100%, 6% was removed. So what I have now will be 94%. That's what this person paid for, 94%, since 6% was given to him as discount. So 94% was what he paid for, which is 329. The original price, which is 100%, will definitely be more than the price he paid, but that's what we are looking for. So we use the slogan for proportion: if more, less under. So if more, less under. So the bigger one will be on top, 100, the lesser one will be under, times 329. Okay, so we can gently divide through this. So 100 times 329 will give me 32900 divided by 94. Now gently reduce this to the lowest term. If you do, you are going to get 350. So let me use it and test your division skills. Just reduce that, and the right answer will be C. Question 9. A cylindrical can of volume. The volume of the can has been given as 198 centimeter cube. Alright. Now the height was given as 7 centimeters. They said find the radius. You know that the volume of a cylinder, I want you to remember that a cylinder is a prism. So the formula for calculating prism is base area times height. So since you are talking about a cylinder, the base of a cylinder is a circle. Area of a circle is pi r squared times the height. So this is the formula for calculating volume of any cylinder or a cylindrical can. But we are made to get the radius, so I'm going to divide both sides by the pi and the h. I'll divide this side by pi and h. The reason why I have to do that, so that this pi will cancel out this pi, and this h will cancel out this h. So radius square will be volume divided by pi h. To get the radius, square both sides. So this square breaks this square root. So the radius will be the square root of the volume. In the question, the volume is 198 divided by pi, which is 22/7, times the height, which is 7. 7 cancels 7. So the radius will be the square root of 198 divided by 22 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So my answer is 3 centimeters, which is E. Now question 10. Alright, to get the third angle of an isosceles triangle. Remember, an isosceles triangle look like this. The question says calculate the third angle of an isosceles triangle whose base angle is 48. So if one base angle is 48, the other base angle will be 48. So we have 48 plus 48. will give me two angles that are equal, 96. Now the third angle will be 100 minus 96. Sorry, 180 minus 96. Since the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. So you borrow one from here, this reduces to 7, put it here. 10 minus 6 is 4. 17 minus 9 is 8. The answer is 84 degrees. Question 11. Now, this question says simplify 11011 base 2 minus 1011. Sorry, let me take this again. I didn't write it properly. 11011 base 2 minus 101 base 2. Now, I once taught someone that wanted to solve this, and the person started changing everything to base 10 first. Then from there, subtract and change back to base 2. But we can do solve it without doing that. 0 minus 1 is not possible. Borrow this one. This is 0. The one I borrow, as it comes to this column, I'll call it 2 since I'm working on base 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Alright? Borrow this one. This becomes 0. As it comes here to be 2 since I'm working on base 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 1. Is 0, sorry. This is 0. This is 0. So my answer is simply 1001 base 2, which is B. Question 12 says, find the volume of a cone whose height is 15 centimeters and base diameter 14 centimeters. A cone is a pyramid. Volume of a pyramid is base area times height, then you divide by 3. So the volume is the base area. The base area of a cone is a circle, which is pi r square, which is the formula for calculating area of a circle, times height, then divide by 3. So the volume will be pi, which is 22 over 7. If the diameter is 14, then the radius is half of it, which is 7 times 7, times height, which is what? 15. Now you divide by 3. This 7 here 1, 7 here 1. 3 here 1, 3 into 15 is 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Now 35 times 22 will give us our answer. 2 times 5 is 10, 0 carry 1. 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7. 2 times 5 is 10, 0 carry 1. 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So this is 770. The answer is C. A female petrol attendant gave a change of 25 naira to a customer instead of 28.50. What was her percentage error? We need to find out what the error is first. The error is 28.50 minus 25.00, which is 05.3. So the percentage error will be 3.50 over the original amount, which is 28.50 times 100%. Okay, so move this decimal 1 2 1 2. 350 divided by 2850 times 100 will give you 12.28%. I would like to test your division skills as well. I want you to gently divide through and see if you get this answer. Question 14. Question 14 is simultaneous equation. Find the sum of the values of x and y in the simultaneous equation below. X plus 3y equal to minus 13. 2x minus 9y equal to 14. So let this be equation 1. Let this be equation 2. Let me split the board. From equation 1, let me use substitution method. I want to make x the subject of the formula. So I'll move plus 3y to the right hand side to meet minus 13. So it will give me x equal to minus 13 minus 3y. This is equation 3. I will now go to equation 2. Where I have x, I'll replace it with minus 13 minus 3y. So from equation 2, I have 2. But where I have x, I'll replace it with minus 13 minus 3y. Now, minus 9y equal to 4. 2 times minus 13 will give me minus 26. 2 times minus 3 will give me minus 6y. Now, minus 9y equal to what? 4. Minus 26. Okay, so minus 26. Minus 6y minus 9y will give me minus 15y equal to 4. Collect like terms. Move minus 26 to the right hand side to meet 4. We have minus 15y equal to 4. Minus 26 we change to plus 26. So I will have minus 15y equal to 30. To get y, divide both sides by minus 15. Divide this by minus 15. Minus 15 cancels minus 15. Minus 15, 15 into 30 is 2. Since nothing cancels the minus, you put it. This is the value of y. The y is minus 2. So x will be, substitute minus 2 in either equation 1, 2, or even in equation 3. Any of the equations, substitute it, you get your x. Let me substitute it in equation 3. So minus 13 minus 3, where I have y, replace it with minus 2. So x will give me minus 13. Minus 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Sorry, plus 6. Minus times minus is plus 3 times 2 6. So minus 13 plus 6 will give me minus 7. So my answer is minus 7 for x, minus 2 for y, which is B. Question 15. An old picture has dimensions 33 inches by 24 inches. What one length must be cut from each dimension so that the ratio of the shorter side to the longer is 2:3? Let the part that will be cut off be x. So you have 33 inches. If you cut out x, you have 33 minus x. You have 24 inches. Cut out x, you have 24 minus x. Note the last line. Okay, what one length must be cut from each dimension so that the ratio of the shorter to the longer. So I'll mention the shorter first. The shorter is 24 minus x over the longer, which is 33 minus x, will now give me the ratio, which is 2:3. Ratio means divide 2 over 3. Okay, so cross multiply. 2 times brackets 33 minus x equals to 3 brackets 24 minus x.